The Pacific Northwest, it is believed to have one of the highest rates of multiple sclerosis in the world. It's an idea which has become the driving force behind Swedish's MS Center, which provides MS patients with world-class care while also spearheading research on the disease. It also has a unique adventure program led by occupational therapist Simon Gale, who joins me now. Good to see you.
Thanks very much.
So tell us about MS, multiple sclerosis, what it does and how it affects the patients.
Well, so far as we know, MS is like a blend of environment and predisposition.
Mm-hmm.
So MS, it's like an immune-mediated disorder where it attacks the central nervous system. It can affect the brain, spinal cord, or optic nerves.
Yeah.
And essentially, when somebody has MS attacks, it can slow or even halt the transmission of information between the brain and the body. And symptoms vary widely. Some people, like an outside observer, wouldn't even know that they had MS. Mm-hmm. On the far other end of the spectrum, some poor folks, they are like functionally at a quadriplegic level, or the full-time power wheelchair users.
It's really interesting how it does decide how it's going to affect and who it's going to affect, but that's what kind of makes it so important that Swedish has an MS center. And what makes that center so exceptional?
We really pride ourselves on having a broad scope of services at the MS center. We offer like almost everything that somebody would want in healthcare delivery at our MS center. So we have specifically, we have traditional neurology care with MS trained specialists. They only treat people who have MS or MS related disorders. And then in addition to that, we have physical medicine and rehabilitation. We have neuropsychology, neuropsychiatry, social work, vocational rehab, physical therapy, and what I do is occupational therapy. And that's not even a comprehensive list. We also have other services like we have yoga, Pilates, music therapy, and then our adventure program, of course.
It's okay. I want to talk about that, but I have to say what a relief it is for a patient to know there's one place they can go for everything and not be driving all around, because I know that's also a problem with mobility at times.
Absolutely.
So they can come to you all and get what they need. Let's talk about that adventure program you mentioned. Mm-hmm. Tell me about it.
So when I first hired on at the MS Center, our medical director, Dr. Bowen, he made it very clear to me that he wants his patients having the opportunity to have fun. I think it's important to really stress have the opportunity to.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we host a wide array of adventures. Some of them are like traditionally adventurous, like we go skydiving, rock climbing, stand-up paddleboarding. And we have things that are less physically ambitious, like jewelry making and art classes.
That's all right.
Yeah.
It's all exciting and adventurous and fun and keeping the brain working. How do these activities benefit a patient with MS?
So at a minimum, like if people have fun, I think that's a success unto itself.
Yeah,
but there's other things like a lot of people with MS, or many people with MS, it can become their primary sense of identity, or it can become a primary sense of identity.
Right.
And it's important to us that we try to nudge people away from that. And if our folks can identify as somebody who integrates better with the community, or somebody who is adventurous, or somebody who's a skier again, or somebody who's gone skydiving. Helping with just round out a sense of identity, and just get woven into the fabric of the community again. It's important to us.
Right on. That is so amazing. I can hear the passion in your voice, and you've really seen this change people. I know that one person in particular went skydiving through your program. Tell me about that experience.
That was a pretty magical day. So somebody who, perhaps it may not have occurred to him that he would be able to do something like this, and we pride ourselves in creating an environment where these events are accessible. A lot of our events are adapted, and so I did a lot of background work with the Skydive Snohomish, and just set up a plan for how it was going to look. And this participant, John, I think he was pretty anxious. He was quiet, he was reserved, but he was anxious. And to set up an environment where he got this sense of weightlessness.
Wow.
And the look on people's faces when they first land, and they have that like I did it look on their face. It's magic. I often stand there with a telephoto lens trying to catch that split second when they first land. Where fear has transitioned to being thrilled.
I literally this video almost has me in tears, because what a special and wonderful thing to be able to do, and so exciting, and that you work so hard with the patient and with other community members and businesses to do this. That's amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
I have to say, how is this program funded? How has it happened?
We are like terribly fortunate in that we are able to offer most of our programs for free. Some of them are cost reduced, but most of them are free, and it's all because of the generous support of our donors. It's philanthropy, so people who donate to our foundation. Our center started and it opened in 2009 with a lot of support from the community. So yeah, it's our generous donors.
Well, it's so generous of you to come here and tell us about it today. What an incredible program, and it's so great that Swedish, like I said, has everything in one place, so it's just really easy for the patient. I'm so glad I heard about this. I appreciate you sharing today.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words.
And of course, a world-class center like that is made possible, like he said, by generous donors, that is for sure. For more information on the work being done at the MS Center and the Adventure Program, you can go to the website that you see right there on your screen.